What is going on, my crypto fiends? Thank you for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing to the channel. I'm Ryan Rotolo, and today we're going to be talking about my current viewpoint on the cryptocurrency space as a whole. This is going to be a little bit of a touchy subject for some of you because I know we have some perma bulls out there, and I completely respect that. But I just want to let you guys know where I currently stand in the cryptocurrency space, what my view is, and where I think we will be going in the future. So before we dive into the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and of course leave a comment down below because every single week we are giving away a hardware cryptocurrency wallet to one of you lucky subscribers. All you got to do is be subscribed and leave a comment down below on this video and every video after that to increase your chances of winning when we give the wallets away. So diving into today's video, we're going to be heading over and looking at some of the price movement for cryptocurrencies. As you guys can see, we have a lot of red going on right now, a lot of red. Now this is nothing that we haven't seen before. But as you can see, when we get into the altcoins, we have some cryptocurrencies down 8%. We have Chainlink down close to 9%. We have Tezos down 11%. The list goes on. Now, it is definitely normal right now for the cryptocurrency market, considering we have been having a massive uptrend in altcoins specifically. Now, Bitcoin has been pretty stagnant right now, moving relatively sideways for the past couple of weeks, bouncing between 8,500 and $10,000 respectively. Now, where am I getting at with this? Well, today we're not going to be diving into too much technical analysis because don't get me wrong, technical analysis is phenomenal for very short-term trades, whether that's day trading, etc. And it's also good to look at the long perspective of things. But technical analysis, the one thing that it lacks is fundamentals of the world, of society. That's something that you can't factor into technical analysis, and that is one thing that I think is really going to affect the cryptocurrency space as a whole. Now, fundamentals, of course, play into the cryptocurrency space and any market in a wide variety of ways, whether that's through different time periods throughout the year, whether that's through a recession, whether that's through something like a virus that's spreading through the world. A lot of things can factor into fundamentals, even when, for example, an altcoin gets listed on Coinbase. When the price spikes up, that's fundamental analysis showing that the price spiked up because everyone saw that it got listed on Coinbase, and Coinbase is a very popular exchange in the space. So there's definitely a big line in between technical and fundamental, and today I want to talk about some fundamentals that I think will definitely affect the cryptocurrency space in not so good of a way. Now, when it comes to my long-term perspective on cryptocurrencies, I am still very, very bullish. I think throughout 2021, that is going to be a massive year for cryptocurrencies. But for 2020, it is a little uncertain right now. And I think the majority of you guys can agree. We're in this period, we're only 3 months into 2020, but it feels like we're in this very stagnant stage where we can pump up drastically or pump down drastically. And it's really hard to say, especially with all of these issues that we have going on in the world right now. Now, that's where I want to jump to next. Now, of course, I'm sure the majority of you guys have been keeping up with the coronavirus. This is something that started in Wuhan, China, and it has spread massively over the past 2 months. This is something that a lot of people kind of put off, thinking that it would just die down and we wouldn't have to really worry about it, that it was just something simple. But it's clear to see that this is really starting to affect everyone's day-to-day lives. And if it's not affecting your day-to-day life just yet, you're lucky. Even if it doesn't affect your life personally, it could affect your life through another variety of ways. For example, if you have to travel somewhere and you can't travel there due to the virus, stuff like that. So nonetheless, this is definitely affecting everyone. And as you guys can see here, we have a total confirmed case counter. This is a live feed showing that 106,000 people have been infected by the coronavirus. Now, I have many reasons to believe why this number is very, very inaccurate. If anything, I think it could be close to 10 times higher than this, if anything. First off, to factor in that mainland China has only had 80,000 cases is completely ludicrous to me. To factor in that they shut down their entire economy for many weeks now, over 80,000 people just does not add up. I think we are looking at closer to a few million, if not more. And I know that sounds completely ludicrous to some, but I guess that's my opinion on things. Moving down the list, as you guys can see, we have South Korea, Italy, Iran. The list goes on. I'm currently in the United States, so we have 429 cases. Now, you might say that is relatively low, but you have to understand, guys, that the U.S. is a huge mess right now. And to put it simply and not go too deep into details, the CDC is in control of the coronavirus test in the United States right now. And there was a big issue recently where all the tests were released to the hospitals. And once the CDC found out that there was a slight issue with the test, they ordered all of the hospitals to not use those tests and send them back and wait to receive the correct ones. We are currently waiting for those tests for these hospitals to receive so we can continue to test patients. Now, since there's such limited resources when it comes to these tests, you are only these doctors and health practitioners and health workers in general are only able to test individuals if they have certain symptoms that really show that they most likely have the coronavirus. That's very hard for the majority of people to comprehend, considering that the coronavirus has a 2-week incubation period, and in some cases it has been a lot longer. So in that sense, the majority of people walking around you could have this and you wouldn't even know it for 2 weeks from now or so. So not getting too more deep into this, the next thing I really just want to touch on is New York joins 4 other states in declaring state of emergency amid coronavirus outbreak. Now, of course, you have New York City, the largest city in the United States. If the coronavirus broke out in New York City, that would be devastating, and that would really make things a lot worse. And I think it's the right move that they did declare a state of emergency. At least 90 people have been diagnosed in New York State as of Saturday, which is today. So all of these updates are coming out very quick, which is good. But the one problem that we're having in the United States, again, is that the tests are not being pumped out quick enough and pumped out to everyone. Everyone should be taking these tests, not just the people that are showing serious signs and symptoms of this, because like I said, there is a 2-week incubation period. So to show, again, that we only have 429 cases in the United States is completely ridiculous. I would not be surprised if this was into the dozens of thousands of people that actually have this virus. And we will really find this out if that is the case within the next 2 to 3 weeks, in my opinion, as the symptoms finally begin to show. So, of course, this is affecting people's daily lives. The death count is closing in on 4,000 people, the majority being in mainland China. Next up, we have Italy and Iran. And moving on, I just want to briefly touch on how this is affecting the economy and the stock market. Of course, it is a little foolish, in my opinion, to make this such a focal point of the virus, because it really isn't. The market will always come back, but these people's lives won't. But I do just want to show to you guys that this is real panic happening right now. And you may not think it is, and you may think things are going to bounce back up. They're not, unfortunately, at least right now. I seriously think back on February 19th was the peak of the stock market, and we just began the 2020 recession. I am very confident in saying that. I think we are going to be working our way down for quite some time before we rebound and get some stable ground in the stock market. Now, this is the S&P 500. The list goes on. Now, of course, you have companies like Royal Caribbean, where, if it's travel related, all of these stocks are drastically crashing for obvious reasons. Royal Caribbean, I believe, just touched on their 2-year low, almost their 5-year low, actually lower than their 5-year low. They pretty much completely tanked in value over the past 5 years. That is completely insane, and it is what it is, guys. So what ties this all back to cryptocurrencies? I don't mean to ramble on, but in my opinion, to think that cryptocurrencies are untouchable from all this uncertainty in the world right now is a little naive and foolish. I know a lot of people say that Bitcoin is a store of value. It's the next gold. People are going to flock to Bitcoin in times of uncertainty, and that might be the case. But in the short term of things, and I'm talking a couple weeks, maybe a month or two, I'm not talking about too far down the road. I'm saying in the short term of things, I feel like most likely people would rather have a cash position than be in a volatile asset, regardless of if it was Bitcoin or gold or whatever. Now, that's just my opinion on things. Let me know down below what you guys think. And of course, that factors into all the other cryptocurrencies in the space. Now, regardless, that is a great opportunity to take. Unfortunately, you can make money in times of crisis. And I am going to be personally keeping an eye on this. I do plan to make an entry point a little ways down the road. As of right now, I do have a portion of my cryptocurrency portfolio in USDT, and I plan to keep it there right now just to see where things go, where things level out. Again, you have to factor in this incubation period, guys, especially if you are in the United States. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know a lot of people are playing this off like it's no big deal, but within the next couple weeks, I think you're seriously going to begin to see a major shift of how this is going to affect our lives. So all you can do is really be prepared, pay attention to the news, listen to professionals. When it comes to people that are saying this is no big deal, like, I hate to say it, but our president is kind of blowing this off like it's not that big of a deal. It is very unfortunate, but those are the people I would recommend not listening to. You have to factor in your life, your needs, the people around you, your loved ones, and understand that this might get a lot worse. So just be prepared for that. And when it comes to the cryptocurrency space, just be prepared if things do drop that you are positioned properly so you can take advantage of that opportunity. So that's all I got for you guys. I know it's not the brightest of videos. This is something that I was kind of iffy on making because I know it has a lot of negativity to it, and I know it has a lot of biased views and opinions, but nonetheless, I would love to know what you guys think down below. If you disagree with me, I would love to hear why. Leave an informative comment down below. And of course, we are continuing to give away hardware cryptocurrency wallets, so leave a comment and you can get your chance to enter in to the giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will continue to update you guys on any future developments in the cryptocurrency space, and I will catch you in the next.